any kind of particular healing that is labeled. And when I had my awakening, I had these incredible downloads that really fried me from inside. It really felt like, because my insides would shake, and I didn't understand what was going on, and I really had to work through these different phases of the awakening process. And what I realized is that I had an ability, and I was channeling energy, healing energy. And so I've never had any formal training or anything, but it's interesting how, if you want to call them spirit guides or whatever you want to call them, with my particular experience, I have had ET contact with light beings, which they're actually Arcturians. So I think that has a lot to do with who guides me. And I end up in these interesting situations where I channel this energy, and it's very effective. So I kind of just go with that. And I had thought about maybe studying different, maybe like even pranic healing had come up, but just my inner, because I kind of go with my inner knowings of things, and I just want to keep it natural. So what I do, like I've done for you, is I just, if you have a headache or whatever, or you just need energy in general, it's the love vibration, and I send it out. And it's very effective.
Yes, I've experienced some of that. And do you think that it's this is something that in large numbers people are going to move in towards? I.e., that then eventually, you won't need to see a doctor because everybody else can heal you as well.
Yeah, I think a lot of us are opening up to that. We all have the abilities. It's just a matter of, well, even within the awakening process, I had a kind of a hard time because I had a lot of other things that I had seen. I had out-of-body experiences. I had many things happen. I'm aware of multi-dimensions and all this other stuff. So it wasn't like I just all of a sudden had this kind of healing ability, and I had to work through that. I was working through many other things all at the same time. So I think if you are a healer, that you may not even be able to identify it up front, because I didn't. And everybody's different, and everybody's path is different, and everybody here has a different piece to contribute. So I think that's why I've really opened up to the idea about speaking. And that just recently started a couple weeks ago, actually. And just, I guess, sending the message that it's okay, to kind of, I was under the impression that if you're a healer, you would know that you're a healer, and that's what you would do. But that was before the awakening. So, it's okay to kind of explore different abilities that might be awakened within you. And sometimes it does take time to figure that out. My awakening was about 4 years ago. And I didn't start working and sharing this energy until about maybe 6 months ago, to where I was actually allowing it to work through me. And now I'm having a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this experience. It's not stressful anymore. It was very stressful. because I had these thoughts going through my head. Well, what if I don't do it right, or what if, I had all these what if, and what I just realized is that, my hands just kind of naturally go out in front of me. It's a natural position when I channel this energy, and they're kind of like bent forward a little bit, and I just allow it to work through me, and I really don't, as long as I have a good intention, and I'm opening myself up, and I'm grounding myself while I'm doing it, because I wasn't grounding either. That was fun. It allow it to be. So, and I just really don't feel that I need to practice any kind of specific techniques and stuff. Maybe I should, I don't know, but I'm not prompted to do that yet, and I just kind of go with what I feel.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so from one side, which is a very structured learning course, to the completely intuitive let it flow. Vonda, it does seem to be a matter of applying the appropriate healing technique, doesn't it?
Well, you see, from what I understand these days, after spending quite a bit of time with somebody in a hospital, I have come to realize that the art of assessment and real consideration of what's presented it doesn't exist anymore in the mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the allopathic approach, and I only last December had to see a doctor for something very minor, and the sign said 5 to 10 minutes max, present us with your most urgent symptom. It's like, wow, well, it takes a good hour and a half to do an assessment for herbs, really efficiently, thoroughly, to get a picture of somebody as a whole. And even only then you're getting a glimpse, an impression, but it's like a global impression.
Mm.
And then it takes some time to do assessment for, body work, because I'm a registered therapist, but I do a lot of different things, like lymphatic drainage and massage techniques with myofascial release I learned in osteopathy school, craniosacral work, that kind of thing, and I incorporate Reiki a bit. So it's this, I feel like I'm always a student because I'm adding something in always and trying to understand the big picture, and it's a big picture.
Mm.
And medicine, Western medicine, is like what you said before. Would it be in the future where nobody would have to see a doctor because we would know what to do, and we would be aware and also open and free enough, because really restriction causes inflammation, and inflammation causes disease.
Mm.
So when we're free in our minds and we're free in our life, we're free in our body, and our culture reflects and the world reflects their mirrors of each other. And it just seems like medicine is, it feels to me like I'm watching a great, really, almost like Saruman's Tower in Lord of the Rings. Sorry for people who haven't seen it, but Saruman's Tower, and they're just surrounded by water, because I believe they have a very low accurate assessment rate or diagnosis rate. And they hurt a lot of people, and their drugs really hurt. I always think it's an SNL skit when I'm watching a drug commercial, because the list of side effects can be really bad, and they far outweigh in terms of damage what the pill's for. And I don't know, I just feel like people are tuning into their bodies more and listening to what's really happening in the world, where people aren't necessarily benefiting from what's being presented to them all the time.
I think that last part about people are starting to become more and more aware. I mean, what we're dealing with now is a global wake-up. It just seems to be all over the place. People are waking up and starting to smell the coffee, and it's. I don't think it's too late. Many people might feel, oh, it's a bit too late. We've half destroyed the planet. I think there is always time, and there will always be time